Welcome to gunnersdaily YouTube channel and our newest segment called Daily Arsenal. If you haven't already, make sure to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the upcoming videos. Thank you and let's go. Arsenal have made opening offer to sign Declan Rice. According to David Ornstein, Arsenal have made an opening offer to sign West Ham United captain Declan Rice. This first move follows talks between Arsenal executive Tim Lewis and West Ham counterpart Karen Brady at the Premier League AGM in Hampshire on Wednesday, although sporting director Edu and director of football operations Richard Garlick are leading the process. Premier League champions Manchester City are also actively exploring an approach of their own for the 24-year-old. West Ham chairman David Sullivan said after the club's Europa Conference League triumph that he expected Rice to have played his last game for the club, adding that the captain wanted to go. Rice's contract at West Ham expires in 2024 with an option for a one-year extension. Thomas Partey set for Arsenal exit. Arsenal are open to selling Thomas Partey this summer, according to reports. The likes of Declan Rice and Moises Caicedo continue to be linked, and their arrivals could mean some players have to leave. Partey, 30, has 2 years left on his contract, but could be sold amid interest from two Italian clubs, report The Times. The Ghana international impressed for large parts of the season, but his performances declined in the later stages. The Brighton star has similar attributes to Partey and is a player Arsenal have wanted since January. Caicedo has reportedly agreed terms with the Gunners despite interest from Chelsea and Liverpool. Arsenal are interested in Kai Havertz. Arsenal have contacted Chelsea about the possibility of signing forward Kai Havertz, according to, once again, The Athletic's David Ornstein. Ornstein reports that there has been no formal offer, but Arsenal are working on a proposal. Havertz has 2 years left on his contract, and if he doesn't sign a new deal, Chelsea are aware this window would represent the optimum time to maximize his transfer fee. Chelsea signed Havertz from Bayer Leverkusen in 2020 in a deal worth £75 million. The club must recoup funds after spending close to £600 million on players since last summer, and Havertz has offered flashes of the form produced while at Leverkusen, but little consistency since moving to London. Real Madrid are also interested in the forward, with Chelsea ready to sell as they look set to offload up to 10 players this summer. The Blues are reportedly willing to consider offers in the region of £70 million for the 24-year-old, whose contract expires in June 2025. Ethan and Lanieri set to leave Arsenal. Arsenal reportedly hope to keep hold of midfield wonderkid Ethan and Lanieri this summer, despite clubs circling for him as he nears the end of his schoolboy registration. The talented 16-year-old is the latest in a long line of fine prospects coming through Arsenal's academy, and it seems he could have big offers from elsewhere if he decides to leave Arsenal at the end of his current deal. Manchester United are one of the teams showing an interest in Nwaneri, along with Manchester City and Chelsea, according to The Athletic. Aged 15 years and 181 days old, the Arsenal youngster became the youngest player ever to feature in a Premier League match. However, Mikel Arteta did not include him in the squad again for the rest of the campaign. And it seems that there is now a good chance that that will prove to be his only appearance for Arsenal. His current contract with Arsenal come to an end this month, and it seems that Chelsea and Manchester City are on a pole position to battle for his signature. Pepe considering an offer from Saudi Arabia. Nicolas Pepe is reportedly considering an offer to move to Saudi Arabia. Report claimed that winger has no future at Arsenal after returning from a loan at Nizza. Pepe has been approached by several Saudi clubs over a money-spinning move to the Middle East. And with little interest from clubs in Europe, the Ivorian is now warming towards the idea of a move to Saudi. If they can't offload the winger this summer, Arsenal are ready to terminate Nicolas Pepe's contract at the Emirates. Arsenal are interested in Ousmane Diomande. Arsenal have made an approach for Sporting Lisbon centre-back Ousmane Diomande. Arteta's side have inquired about the availability of Ousmane Diomande with Sporting Lisbon, according to Portuguese outlet Record. Juventus are also interested in the player, who only recently moved to Portugal. Sporting have the player locked in with his contract, and if other clubs wish to prize him away, they would have to meet his £69 million release clause. Portuguese club paid £6.5 million for the 19-year-old when they signed him from FC Midtjylland. While Jakub Kivior has displayed his potential towards the back end of the season, Arteta reportedly wants a right-footed centre-back to slot in for William Saliba when the latter is unavailable. AC Milan make move for Reiss Nelson. AC Milan have reportedly tabled an offer to sign Arsenal forward Reiss Nelson, amid the Englishman's contractual uncertainty in London. Fabrizio Romano reported a couple of days ago that the 23-year-old is on the cusp of putting pen to paper on a new 4-year contract at the Emirates Stadium. Nelson's current deal is due to expire at the end of June, but the Gunners are determined to renew his contract following a decent season under Mikel Arteta. Milan seem to have spotted a window of opportunity and decided to act quickly to hijack Arsenal's effort to tie their homegrown product down to a new long-term deal. According to Calciomercato, Nelson has taken his time to evaluate his options, handing the Italian's quest to bring him to Serie A glimmer of hope. Despite his relatively sparse playing time at Arsenal, the English youngster racked up 3 goals and 2 assists in only 202 minutes of top-flight action last season. AC Milan are in the market for a new attacking midfielder after losing Brahim Diaz back to Real Madrid, and they reportedly see Reiss Nelson as a perfect replacement. Arsenal joined Reiss to sign Bukayo Saka backup. Arsenal have joined the race to sign Villarreal winger Samuel Chukwueze, according to recent reports. Italian outlet Calciomercato have claimed that the Gunners are ready to challenge the likes of Liverpool, Real Madrid, Aston Villa, AC Milan and West Ham United for Chukwueze's signature during the summer transfer window. It is claimed that Milan are currently leading the race for the Nigerian international, who is valued at £60 million by CS Football Observatory. The 24-year-old netted 13 goals and provided a further 11 assists across all competitions last season. Mikel Arteta sees Villarreal winger Samuel Chukwueze as the player who could offer his squad more depth. With only a year left on his current deal in Spain, Arteta will be hoping they can sign the player at a knockdown price. Ainsley Maitland-Niles set for a move. Ainsley Maitland-Niles is reportedly set for a move this summer after leaving Arsenal as a free agent after 9 years at the club. According to Sky Sports, the Englishman could move abroad and has 2 offers on the table. The report claims that the clubs from Germany and Turkey are keen on signing him. It is also suggested that Prem clubs are monitoring the situation. Maitland-Niles claimed that he hasn't spoken to anyone at the club since the start of this campaign, but it has long since been agreed between him and Arsenal that he would leave in the summer. As a result, the 25-year-old, who joined the Gunners at the age of 6, became a free agent. Arsenal's stance on selling Emile Smith-Rowe revealed. Arsenal reportedly have no plans to let Emile Smith-Rowe leave the club this summer, despite the attacking midfielder barely featuring during the past campaign. The 22-year-old was only used from the bench before a damaged tendon in his groin forced him to undergo surgery 6 games into the season. Smith-Rowe made his return in January, but an impactful comeback never materialized, with the Englishman only managing to make appearances as a substitute in the months that followed. That led many to believe that he may no longer be a part of Mikel Arteta's plans, but The Athletic claimed that is not the case. They report that Arteta still sees him as an important member of the squad and that he is not one of the many players the club are looking to offload this summer. Smith-Rowe's contract expires in 2026 and Arsenal hope he will be a key player for England at the Under-21 European Championship this summer. As is always the case, there is pressure on Arsenal to spend big in the window, but Arteta has also made a point of wanting to get more out of some players the club already have on their books. Ruben Neves offered to Arsenal. Jorge Mendes has offered Arsenal the chance to sign Ruben Neves from Wolves. According to The Sun, Ruben Neves, 26, is keen to depart Wolves this summer with aspirations of playing in the Champions League next season. Barcelona appeared a likely destination, however Mendes' ambitious plan to execute a switch between Neves and Catalan star Ansu Fati, another of his clients, has hit stumbling blocks. And Sun Sport now reports that Mendes is using Barca's weak interest in Neves to try and offer his client to Arsenal and Newcastle. Sun Sport also reports that Neves would not favor a big money leap to Saudi Arabia because he still wants to prove himself amongst Europe's elite in his peak years. And that is all for today. Thank you all for watching and see you on the next one.